Hey guys! Okay, so today I just filmed this New Year's Eve look with some glam, some sparkles, and a nice gloss. And so my camera actually cut off on me during filming, so you don't get to see some of it, but it's okay. The most important part, the eyes, was filmed. So if you'd like to see how I created this look, then please keep watching and please like and subscribe. Thanks so much, guys. So I'm going to start out by using the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. And I'm just going to rub that between my fingers and apply it everywhere. I've already washed my face, moisturized, and all that good jazz. And so I'm just going to go ahead and apply this all over my face. Now let's go ahead and start on eyes, and I'm going to use the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. And please excuse my nails. I have not gotten to get them done yet. I think I'm just going to do them myself, but I don't know how that'll go. But I'm just going to put this all over my eye. Okay. So I'm going to go in with start off with a Makeup Geek shadow. I'm going to go in with this Makeup Geek shadow, and the color is in Desert Sands, and I'm just going to apply that in my crease, but I'm going to be very precise with where I put it. I'm not going to put it on my lid at all. I just want my crease to be very precise. But you see how I'm keeping it kind of above, keeping it really high above the lid? Because I'm going to make it very precise and then make my lid color also very precise. I'm going to start to go in with Morocco with another, and I'm going to use the Sigma E45, and it's just a very precise brush so we don't get it. And I'm just going to take it on the tip of the brush and start going in very precisely. I really like reds on my eyes because my eyes are very green, but at some points they kind of have some blue because they're more hazel. And reds, for some reason, really pull blue out of your eyes. So when people come in and they have just gorgeous blue eyes, I know people are pretty scared of like some bright reds, but I always try to recommend like red brick and stuff like that from MAC eyeshadows to them, because it really looks good on their eyes and it makes their blue eyes just pop. So if you've never tried reds and you have gorgeous blue eyes, I would suggest trying them because they're really going to make your eyes pop. And now I'm going to take Chickadee from Makeup Geek, and I'm just going to use that to kind of blend these a little better, especially up towards the top, because you don't want any harsh lines. And now I'm going to take that same Sigma E45 brush, and I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade Light Eye Palette, and I'm going to take this more deeper brick red right here, and I'm going to start putting that kind of in my crease to really deepen it up.
So this is just going to help it look more blended
I'm going to go in with this deeper brown that's right next to that red, and just that same Sigma E40 or E45 brush, and I'm going to start building this color in as well, but I'm just going to kind of keep it out here on the edge of my eye and not go in so far. I got these new L'Oreal Paris Infallible eyeshadows in, and I got this color in Iced Latte, and you see it's just like a really pretty like champagne-y gold color, and so I'm gonna try that out as my little sparkle on my lid. Oh wow, this is really pressed, so this might work really good. I'm going to just take a MAC 228 brush and start putting that on my lid, and I'm going to try to keep it very clean. Oh, this is very pretty. I'm going to build it down into kind of my tear duct. And I'm trying to keep it very sharp also. Try not to get it everywhere. Now I'm just going to do the same thing to the other eye. Just packing that color. This is a really good eyeshadow. And it's from the drugstore too, so it's not expensive at all. I think it was like $4. Maybe cheaper than that. I got it at Target when I was out of town this weekend. So, because we don't have a Target where I live, and it's super sad. So me and Austin always have a tradition: when we go somewhere that has a Target, we go and buy everything because we don't have one. Now I'm going to clean that up with a makeup wipe. I'm going to use MAC Black Track Fluid Line Eyeliner and do a wing. Okay, so of course my camera died while I was trying to film this. So off camera I just went ahead and did my foundation and my concealer. I just used the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, and I mixed NC15 and NC25, and I used my usual Morphe M439 brush to buff that out. And then for concealer, I did the Holy Grail Concealer Naked Skin, and my color was in light neutral, and I used a beauty blender. And then I just went ahead and set all that with the Kat Von D Shade Light contour palette like always. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do some contouring, and I'm going to use this color right here in the Shade Light palette and the MAC brush, the MAC 109, and I'm not going to do very heavy contouring, just a little bit, kind of let our eyes be the focus point. And blend upwards, not downwards, even though we clean it up. Even though we clean it up with the Laura Mercier powder, you don't want your contour to go all the way down your face. So always blend in upward motions. So now I'm going to, of course, use the Laura Mercier translucent powder and clean that up because I did get a little messier over here. And I'm also going to use that to kind of further set my forehead area because I got really hot and I'm really red and like kind of splotchy on my forehead. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't want it to look like that, so I'm going to set that too. And if you're going out on New Year's, you of course don't want your makeup to budge. So setting it with this Laura Mercier powder is going to give you the best results in keeping it clean and sharp. And you can also use this to set all of your face. It's very mattifying. So if you're really oily, I would definitely suggest using this. If you're dry, I wouldn't, unless you used very hydrating products before you set it. But I would use this if you're really oily, or just like I did to set like contour and places like that in your forehead. So I'm just gonna whisk that away. Okay, so now I'm going to use a blush from the Stephen Klein palette because I'm still obsessed with this blush palette. And these colors look awesome for New Year's Eve to me. This is of course my favorite shade because it's really warm and it's not too bright. But I think for my New Year's look I'm going to use this one because it still has some gold in it, and I might mix a little of the gold, but it'll look really good with our eyes that we did. So I'm just going to mix these two. And those colors are Blasphemy and Luster. So Blasphemy and Luster. And I've been liking the Kat Von D little dual-ended brush for the blush. The side that was supposed to be for contouring is what I like for my blush. It just gives a really pretty finish to it. So I'm just going to apply this to the apples of my cheeks. That's really pretty. And then I'm going to go in with my usual highlighter from Becca Cosmetics, and it is the Champagne Pop by the wonderful Jaclyn Hill. I'm obsessed with her. I follow her on Snapchat and everything. I'm just obsessed with her. So I'm just going to apply this, and you're going to, on New Year's Eve when you're celebrating, you're going to want to sparkle. You want your eyes to sparkle, you want your face to sparkle, you could want your lips to sparkle. But so I just would apply this very generously because you really want it to show out. And down the center of your nose, and you could even kind of do some on your temple. So like, I mean, look. Now for brows, I'm going to quickly do those. If I could just find my spoolie, and I'm going to spoolie my eyebrows out. And I'm going to use MAC Lingering Eye Pencil to do those. And I'm not going to be creating much of an arch. I've been into kind of a lesser brow lately. Not so much of a heavy arch, just kind of rounded out. Because I'm not so precise with my brows. And so if I'm giving one too much of an arch, it's like I can't mimic it to the other one. And so I really like to just kind of give them their own look, their natural shape. Okay, so now I'm going to do lashes, and I'm going to use the Vegas Nay Eyelure, and I guess the style is in Shining Star, and I'm going to use the Eyelure London Lash Fix Black to glue those, and I'm just going to go ahead and get into that now. I'm definitely not to where I can just be like pop pop and they're on. It takes me a while, and sometimes they're still not on just perfect. But it's because I don't wear lashes on a daily basis like some people. But I'm sure I'll start, so. Finally have both of us on. So now I'm just going to apply a little bit of mascara to kind of blend my lashes in with the false lashes, just kind of at the root of them. And I'm just going to take this red and mix it with this little brown color from the Shade Light Eye Palette. I'm going to put that on my waterline, just about as close as I can get it. And I'm going to just apply some mascara to my bottom lashes. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to use Buxom products, and I'm going to use this in Dolly, and this is their full-on lipstick, but it's just like a roll-up lipstick, and this one is in Dolly, and I love Buxom products because of the menthol in it. Especially in the winter, it feels so good. And during the summer, like if you go to the beach and it's really hot, you can use one of their lip glosses, and when the wind hits you, it's like you get all cold. Okay, and then I'm just going to use the Buxom gloss in Trixie, and I love this gloss. It's really pretty, like a reddy pink, and it's kind of got some sparkles in it. But I really like this lip gloss with it because it's got some gold sparkles in it. So it really goes good with our eyes. So this is the finished look. It is just a sparkly lid and kind of a cut crease. And I hope that y'all enjoy y'all's New Year's, and I hope that your New Year is blessed. Thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe. Thank you.